New Year's Eve is party time, and at Darwin's Theory,
It's usually a hard night.
bartender Cindy Menichetti keeps an eye on how much her customers drink.
This is my third one.
But now a new phone app can help people monitor their own consumption.
Add a drink?
Shirley Spurlock offered to give it a try.
I'm having trouble figuring this out.
Spurlock enlisted a friend to help her input the required information on Sober app.
Started at 11.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to keep adding the drinks, so we add another Miller Lite.
Spurlock has had 3 beers in an hour and a half. Sober app considers that to come up with an answer to the big question.
Can I drive?
Spurlock herself doesn't think so. But when the calculations are complete,
Her BAC level is .048.
Sober app says otherwise.
So what does that mean?
It says drink more.
Cool!
But Anchorage police say these apps are unreliable
If you plan to drink, plan not to drive.
because they can't take critical factors into account.
It's really all comes down to is how your body metabolizes alcohol. And it's completely different for everyone. And there are so many factors that can play into that.
They say the only way to play it safe is not to get behind the wheel.
My 4th beer.
Back at the bar, Shirley Spurlock may not feel drunk.
Are you kidding? I'm an old lady. I drink a lot.
Still, she's taking the advice.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
No keys for you.
Waiting for her husband to pick her up
Thank you. Happy New Year.
so she won't have to drink and drive.
Just give you a heads up. They're still driving her to the northwest. She's 10.5 miles northwest.
They're coming up over Elmendorf, and then they're going to do a right base.
Those in the know got there early
I was out here over an hour ago looking for a place to park around the airport.
to stake out a spot for the big event.
We're hoping to catch a good view.
Hundreds of people turned out at the Northway Mall. They lined the roof and they stood on snowbanks to take in the unusual sight.
Clear to approach on runway 25, FedEx 1971.
The fact that a big jet is going to actually try and land at Merrill Field, it's kind of mind-boggling.
1971, VFR targets no factor.
I understand they're going to do a flyby at first.
Kind of interesting to see how low it's going to fly over the parking lot here.
And the big plane didn't disappoint.
Oh, wow!
Pretty awesome. I was afraid it was going to hit me.
Yeah, here he comes.
Fans got more than one chance to record the moment.
Wow! Yay! Great, it was like being in an action movie.
The plane soared low on final approach and touched down safely next door at Merrill Field.
FedEx 9071, roll to the end.
It was the last journey for a big jet and an exciting sight to see. Lauren Maxwell, CBS 11 News.
I've never saw a flood like this in my life. Yeah? There was floods, but it never got that high. And we have a grandchild, and they don't want babies here and elders until they're ready. And that might be a while. It gets stressful because you want to be comfortable, and you're worried about winter.
We're losing daylight every day. Days get shorter now, real fast. My daughter is still displaced. She's with friends in Fairbanks. Just want to cry, you know. I know my my wife comes here and cries, you know. She misses her home. And it's hard for me to see that.
Just trying to pick up the pieces, get back to what life used to be. Definitely draining. The whole summer's gone because of it. Replacing my wood pilings with steel pilings. The water level, I believe it was right around here, 36 inches. Basically everything that was floor level was destroyed. It's definitely a race against winter.
We need all the help we can get because there ain't that much time left.
All we can do is start over. You know, what else can we do?
Sheena, are you okay? Sarah! Sarah!
It looks like we maybe have a couple fatal injuries. Alcohol-related driver
Okay, put your left foot in. It looks like a teenage driver, possibly under the influence of alcohol and marijuana.
Mr. and Mrs. Dahlstrom were in their vehicle. They were here on campus to watch their grandchildren on the ski trails behind Eagle River High School. And one of the students, under the influence of alcohol, crashed into them. What you see in the reaction of the students is a very real emotion to what they're seeing.
I know it's not real, but it feels kind of real, yeah. Seeing people crying, seeing blood.
I think it actually does teach what can happen if you make the wrong decisions.
Ages 15 to 24, alcohol-related traffic collisions are one of the leading causes of death. They make high-risk decisions thinking that, it won't happen to me, or I've done it 5 or 6 times before and nothing bad happened. In fact, it really can.
There across the valley on that Willowa Lakes Trail, there's a pretty good bull there with a cow. Actually, there's 2 bulls and 2 cows. We'll have to go for a little hike. This time of year they're in the rut, so the cows are just coming into estrus, and so the big bulls, especially the largest bulls, are following the cows around. It's a pretty impressive animal. Right below us now we've got 2 fairly young bulls. Looks like these guys might tussle just a little bit. These are just young bulls again. They're just sparring. That's nothing serious, but they do that a lot just to set up a little bit of a dominance hierarchy. They're just really in and out of the trees right here. There's a cow. We'll wait for a minute and see if the bull shows up. Here comes the bull. He'll follow that cow right across that opening. There's a little spike bull to his left. Why wouldn't you want to come out here and do this? This is fantastic. You can see more bulls in a day here in the Chugach Park than you will maybe in a lifetime in some other parts of the country. You hear them grunting and the cows calling and the calves following their mothers around and the bulls pushing each other around. It's pretty exciting. With a good lens, you can get plenty of good photographs without disturbing the animal or risking your safety. For biologists, it's particularly exciting, but I can't imagine that anybody wouldn't enjoy this.